Products versus services, which one is better? Steve G sent that email of questions in to us. This is really the last one that I'm going to cover in that. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about the differences between services and products. Obviously, a product is you're making something and then you're selling it. A service would be something like window washing or lawn care where you have a reoccurring, it doesn't have to be a reoccurring, it could be a one-time service business. It's something that you're not creating a product and then selling. Rather than that, you are the product, so to speak. So you're just going like you're cutting somebody's lawn. So a lawn care service versus somebody that sells plants would be selling a product, which would be the plants, right? So we understand the difference between product and service. So then the question is, which is better, a product or a service? And the answer is neither. I wouldn't get hung up on that. I would just round it right back to what are you the best at? Whatever it is that you are wanting to do, just stick with that. It doesn't matter if it's a product or a service, but more importantly, if possible, especially down the line, maybe not immediately, I would try to do a service and a product, or multiple products, multiple services, or multiple products and multiple services. And I would do that through something called vertical integration. So let's do an example of vertical integration. Let's just say you have a lawn care business, such a great model that I think everybody can understand. So you're gonna go and you're gonna do these lawn cuts, right? So that's just simply a service. You have reoccurring customers on a contract. Every week you're going to show up and you're going to do these people's yard, right? How do you improve that business by adding a product? So again, just kind of a roundabout answer. You might come up with your own idea, but this is just an example. I would say let's look at something like potted trees, potted shrubs, sod. Let's just hypothetically say that you've got a few acres of your own property. You can have your own little sod farm. You can start planting little shrubs, from little tiny seedlings and letting those kind of grow up. You can plant ornamental trees or fruit trees or whatever. Then, and again, just kind of hypothetically throwing some stuff out, you have a little brochure. Brochures are a little bit outdated. I would run this more on social media, but it wouldn't hurt to have a brochure either, just that you could leave on somebody's front door whenever you leave. When they open it up, they say, okay, my lawn care business, I come by and I do your cuts all the time. We also have this product. We have these shrubs, we have these trees, we have this sod, you have this bare spot in your yard, you could really have this sod. Well, instead of going to another company to buy sod and then installing that sod as a service, you can also sell the sod. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna grow the sod, you're gonna cut the sod, stack it, or maybe you actually buy it wholesale and then you retail it after that. That's a possibility too, but that's going to be integrating a product within the service. And that's again why something like social media is really important even for a local business, because your local people in the community can also start seeing what you're doing. We'll specifically talk in another episode about targeting people locally with your social media, but that's why I'm just saying that having a social media page would be important, so you could easily show your local people that you also offer this product in addition to the service. So the vertical integration you have to kind of be creative with that. And a lot of times it's going to come out of a necessity rather than just an idea. It's going to be something that you are constantly using. Let's go back to the lawn care service again. You got somebody that's got a bare spot, they want that sodded, that you're gonna have to go out and buy that sod anyway, so you might as well be part of the supply chain and then be able to integrate and make money off that as well. And it could even come into a point where you have a job that you need a tool for, you end up developing a tool around that business and then taking that to market and selling that, manufacturing that, and selling it to other people in completely different areas that have the same problem, but this tool is really good. But it's something that you really know, and then once you have integrated that new piece of the business, you'll have, that social media page that you can start promoting and saying, see, I use this all the time, it's great. And then other people will be able to see it as well, and then you'll be able to sell that product that you built specifically for your business. So that's vertical integration. So that's going to come in time, but you can be very creative with that. Typically, what you want to avoid is doing a service that's not related to your business. Typically, if your integration is within your own business, it's going to be a lot easier to grow that as opposed to starting a whole new business. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying look within your business and integrate vertically rather than outside of your normal business. Let's again go back to the lawn care. Now all of a sudden, if you did have a bunch of employees or different trucks at some point way down the line, and you've got guys that are going out doing cuts, and then you've got some guys that are coming in and doing installs for plants, all sorts of landscape stuff. You might get to where these people also want concrete curbing put in, or they might want sidewalks put in, or maybe a new driveway. Well, guess what? They're already using you for other services, so now you could vertically integrate concrete with your landscape business, right? So now you've got multiple services and multiple products. That's how you're going to put those two things together. But I wouldn't specifically be like, okay, well, I'm going to see how we just got creative by taking lawn care and concrete and putting them together, as opposed to saying, well, I'm going to cut lawns today, and then I'm going to go pour house foundations tomorrow. So then I just reach out and grab those things that are side by side and say, how do I do concrete and lawns, and then pull them together. Okay, so hopefully you gained some value out of this conversation. We're going to get into some more technical stuff in some future episodes. If you got some value out of it, please feel free to share it to somebody that may also get value from it, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one.